Imagine a cold winter day in New York City in the year 1943. High above the busy streets, on the 33rd floor of the New Yorker Hotel, an old man sits alone in room 3327. He is 86 years old. He is thin, frail, and penniless. To the hotel staff, he is just a difficult guest who feeds pigeons by the open window and claims to have a death ray in his safe. But this was not just any old man. This was Nikola Tesla. He was the man who invented the 20th century. Every time you turn on a light in your home, every time you use a remote control, and every time you connect to the internet, you are using technology that this man dreamed of decades before anyone else. He was a genius who saw the world differently than everyone else. But in those final lonely days, Tesla was not thinking about machines or motors. He was obsessed with numbers. Specifically, he was obsessed with 3 numbers that he believed held the secret code of the universe. Those numbers were 3, 6, and 9. Before he died, Tesla left behind a mysterious quote that has puzzled scientists, mathematicians, and mystics for generations. He said that if you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have a key to the universe. What did he mean by this? Was this just the rambling of a lonely genius losing his mind? Or did he see a hidden pattern in the fabric of reality that the rest of us are blind to? To answer this question, we must take a journey into the mind of Tesla, into the strange mathematics of nature, and finally, learn how we can use this secret key in our own lives today. To understand the numbers, we first had to understand the man himself. Nikola Tesla was never a normal person. He had a brain that worked like a supercomputer long before computers existed. He could visualize entire inventions in his mind, test them, run them, and fix them without ever drawing a sketch. But along with his genius came habits that people found very strange. He had a compulsion to do things in threes. When he walked around a city block, he would do it 3 times before entering a building. When he sat down to eat dinner, he would polish his silverware using exactly 18 napkins. Because 18 is divisible by 9. When he chose a hotel room, the number had to be divisible by 3. It is no coincidence that he died in room 3327. If you add 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 7, the answer is 15. And if you add 1 plus 5, you get 6. For Tesla, these were not just superstitions. He claimed that these numbers were fundamental to the structure of the universe. He believed that nature, the galaxy, and energy all followed a specific code, and he was determined to crack it. Let us look at why he thought this. We humans created mathematics to count things. We count apples, we count money, and we count days. But nature does not use our man-made math. Nature uses patterns. If you look at a flower, the petals often grow in specific numbers. If you look at a starfish or the cells in a honeycomb, you see geometry. There is a specific pattern in the universe that scientists call vortex math. This is where things get very interesting. In this mathematical system, there is a pattern that repeats over and over again. It involves the numbers 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, and 5. Let me explain this simply. Think about how cells divide in your body. They double. You start with 1 cell. Double it, and you get 2. Double 2, and you get 4. Double 4, and you get 8. Double 8, and you get 16. If you add the digits of 16, which are 1 and 6, you get 7. Double 16, and you get 32. If you add 3 and 2, you get 5. Double 32, and you get 64. If you add 6 and 4, you get 10. And 1 plus 0 brings us back to 1. The pattern is 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. It repeats forever. This pattern represents the physical world. It represents everything we can touch, see, and build. But if you were listening closely, you might have noticed something missing. The numbers 3, 6, and 9 are never in this pattern. They are invisible. According to Tesla and the scientists who study this, the numbers 3, 6, and 9 belong to a different dimension. They do not represent the physical world. They represent the energy that controls the physical world. Tesla believed that 3, 6, and 9 were the governing numbers of the universe. Think of a magnet. A magnet has a north pole and a south pole. One side is 3, and the other side is 6. They oscillate back and forth, like breathing in and breathing out. They represent energy, vibration, and frequency. But even 3 and 6 are not the highest numbers. They are governed by something else. They are governed by the number 9. In this theory, the number 9 represents the universe itself. It represents the source of all things. Let us look at a circle. A circle is the most perfect shape in nature. It has 360 degrees. If you add 3 plus 6 plus 0, you get 9. If you cut the circle in half, you get 180 degrees. 1 plus 8 plus 0 equals 9. If you cut it again to get 45 degrees, 4 plus 5 is 9. No matter how many times you divide that circle, the resulting angle will always add up to 9. The number 9 is everywhere, watching over the 3s and the 6s. Tesla believed that if we could understand the relationship between these numbers, we could understand energy itself. He famously said that if you want to find the secrets of the universe, you must think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. He wasn't looking at the solid matter of the world. He was looking at the invisible waves that hold everything together. He saw the world as a symphony of energy, and the conductors of that symphony were 3, 6, and 9. So, this is fascinating science and history. But you might be wondering how this helps you. How does the math of the universe change your life tomorrow morning? This is where we move from the scientific mind of Tesla to the modern practice of self-improvement. In recent years, people have taken Tesla's theory and combined it with the psychology of focus to create what is known as the 3-6-9 method. While Tesla used these numbers to understand electricity, we can use them to understand our own minds. The biggest enemy of success in our modern world is distraction. We wake up, we check our phones, we rush to work, we worry about bills, and we watch television until we fall asleep. We rarely focus our energy on what we actually want. We are scattered. Our energy is weak because it is going in 1,000 different directions. The 3-6-9 method is a tool to fix this. It is a way to align your frequency with your goals. The idea is simple. If you focus your attention on a specific intention using these divine numbers, you can change your reality. Here is how you can try it. First, you need to choose one specific desire. It could be a promotion at work. It could be healing a relationship. Or it could be finding inner peace. You must write this desire in a single sentence, as if you already have it. For example, you could write, "I am so happy and grateful that I have started my own successful business." Now, you apply the code. In the morning, as soon as you wake up, you write this sentence down 3 times. Why 3? The number 3 represents our connection to the universe and the beginning of energy. By writing it 3 times, you are sending a signal out. You are setting your intention for the day before the chaos of the world takes over. In the afternoon, usually around lunchtime, you stop what you are doing. You take out your notebook and you write that same sentence 6 times. Why 6? The number 6 represents inner strength and harmony. By the middle of the day, you are usually stressed or distracted. Writing your goal 6 times brings you back to the center. It amplifies the vibration of your desire. It reminds your brain what is truly important. Finally, right before you go to sleep, you write your sentence 9 times. Why 9? As we learned from the circle, 9 is the completion. It is the release. By writing it 9 times at night, you are sealing the intention. You are planting it deep into your subconscious mind right before you drift off to sleep. You are letting the universe, or the number 9, take over the work while you rest. Some people might say this is just magic or superstition. They might say that writing words on paper cannot change reality. But think about the psychology behind it. What happens when you focus on something intensely? If you decide you want to buy a red car, suddenly you see red cars everywhere on the street. They were always there, but you never noticed them because you were not focused on them. When you use the 3-6-9 method, you are training your brain to look for opportunities. You are training your reticular activating system to spot the things that will help you achieve your goal. By stopping 3 times a day to focus, you are telling your mind that this goal is the most important thing in your world. And as Tesla knew, where focus goes, energy flows. Nikola Tesla was a man ahead of his time. He died alone, and many of his papers were taken by the government, disappearing into history. For a long time, the world thought he was just a mad scientist. But as we enter the future, we are realizing he was right about almost everything. He was right about wireless power. He was right about mobile communication. And he was right about the internet. So, when he tells us that 3, 6, and 9 are the key to the universe, perhaps we should listen. Perhaps the key isn't a physical object we can hold in our hands. Perhaps the key is a change in perspective. We look at the world as solid objects, obstacles, and struggles, but Tesla looked at the world and saw waves. He saw vibration. He saw a beautiful, hidden structure that connects the petals of a flower to the movement of the galaxies. You do not have to be a math genius to use this key. You just have to open your mind to the possibility that there is more to this world than what we can see and touch. So, I invite you to try it. For the next 33 days, try the 3-6-9 method. Pick a goal. Focus your energy. Observe the patterns in your life. Next time you look at a clock and see that it is 3:33. Remember the old man in the hotel room. Remember that the universe might not be chaotic after all. It might just be waiting for you to understand the code. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the mind of a genius. I hope this story has sparked a light in your imagination. If you found value in this video, please hit the like button, as it helps us share these stories with more people. And if you want to explore more mysteries of the universe and the habits of the world's greatest minds, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. What is the one goal you would use the 3-6-9 method for? Let me know, and I will see you in the next video.